So yesterday I was going to do this, film this video because in Chicago, it was like here by me, it was like the high 60s, right? It was like 60, I want to say it was like 67 or something, almost 70. First really nice day in Chicago. Now, for the people who are living in warmer spots, Midwestern people, places where it's cold, man, we lose our mind on a good day. So wound up hanging out with family and everything, windows open, letting the breeze come through. It felt good. And now it's Sunday. And I could hear the change because the wind was blowing all night. The Chicago, that windy city, was coming through. And now today it's like in the 50s, but the wind chill is bringing it down. So it's in the 40s again, and it's supposed to snow tomorrow. That is weather in Chicago and probably the Midwest too. Other spaces, other northern places had that beautiful day, and now we're back to cold. However, let's not forget that spring is almost here. It's just a few days away. We are in March now, and spring is coming. No matter what, spring is coming. And I'm ready for spring fragrances, just like everybody else, because I've been seeing these spring fragrance videos spring up. And, hey, so let's get started on talking about warmer weather fragrances, getting ready for spring and everything, and with these. So let's get to it. Had to get a little more light in here. It was a little dark. But anyway, let's talk spring. Now, I want to start out, because I kind of like to start here, is fresh. Spring, we talk about spring cleaning. It's like you getting through the winter time and the colder weather. And wherever you do winter, whatever hemisphere you're in, this is for you when it's time, right? So here in the northern hemisphere, we're getting ready because we're tired of it being cold. We're ready for, the springness, the freshness of spring. And I'm a spring baby. My birthday is coming up. Double nickels is about to come. So something about spring is rejuvenating to me. It really is. Like this last month, my mind starts racing. I start thinking about things, about this new year coming up, and I'm really starting to do things like, if you notice, I really got into let me fix my credit. I always have something that like jump starts me for this new year coming up, and that's so there. So with that, I always like to start out whenever I'm talking about the season coming up, is talk about some new stuff that I have. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of times when you buy a lot of perfumes or anything, you wind up with things that you haven't tried yet. Now for me, I'm just being real, because people are like, oh, I wear it when I want to and all that, but I don't. I am very seasonal about my fragrances. In the spring and summer, I love fresh florals. I love, more the tropical vibes and all that as we hit in the summer. And part of the reason why is if you live in a colder climate like here, honestly, you do learn that some things smell better at certain times of the year. And there are some fragrances that are going to die in the cold. You're just never going to get the performance. You're never going to know how they really, really wear until the time, the weather warms up, and you could give it a good wearing in that time. So when I get things and it's getting cold outside and stuff, I'll try and be like, yeah, I'm gonna wait until I can't really give my thoughts about it, true thoughts, until I try it then. So I never take these fragrances and go, oh my God, like the performance is bad or anything like that, because it's so cold. The cold is coming, and cold will suck certain fragrances, will take everything away from them. That's why in the wintertime, you really do need things that are deeper, richer, heavier, because the cold cannot suck them away from you. And when you outside and it's 5 degrees, light, bright florals, they ain't gonna make it, y'all. They just are not gonna make it. So these have all been kind of waiting Some just I just got recently. Some have been like waiting for months for me to like say, yes, I can really wear them now. Yes, I can't wait. I'm excited. So these are the fragrances that I've been waiting for. Spring is here and I've been waiting to wear these babies. Well, spring is almost here and I've been waiting to wear them. So let's talk about them. All right. So I have about over 20 fragrances right sitting in front of me that are just, I'm ready for them. Some of them I'm gonna go through kind of quick. Some are gonna spend a little time. We're gonna meander on them. I will try to give you all the notes so that we could have a really good time with these and talk about the notes. So y'all won't be like, but what does it smell like, Louise? What does it smell like? Because so let's just get ready to have a good time. Thank y'all for watching because y'all know this is about to be a long one. Okay, but before I get started, I'm just gonna throw out the elephant in the room, and that's my nails. So I've been trying to get my nails done. Me and my nail tech have not connected. I was supposed to get them done yesterday. Stuff happened. I'm trying to get them done. I was supposed to go this morning before I filmed, and then something happened with her on her end, my little baby. So hopefully I'll have these done. And when they are done, I will put, if they're done, before I post this upload it, I will post a picture of my new nails because these are not the nails. These ain't hitting it. And I just don't want anybody to be watching this thinking, dang, does she not know how bad her nails look? And is she okay with the way her nails look? No, I'm not. So let's get started. So one of the things about my spring fragrances, so it's very heavy on the florals. It's very heavy on florals because I love a good floral. So we're gonna see it's like musky and powdery and florals, things like that, because those are the things that I just love in the springtime. It's like, I've been wearing all these heavy coats. It's like, for me, wintertime is about big hats, heavy coats, warm boots, trying to stay warm, everything. And spring is about when it starts warming up, letting go of all that stuff, getting your feet done, putting on a pair of sandals, wearing a dress and not worrying about, being cold, wearing tights and all those things. It's about the freedom of the clothes, right? Of being, and then it's fresh. The flowers are starting to bloom. It's a whole vibe to me. It's a straight vibe. So these are part of that vibe. So the first one we're going to talk about is Serge Santal Blanc. Now this is, I'm a Serge fan anyway. I have a lot of them. I didn't never notice how many I have, but I have a lot of Serge Lutens. And this is my last one I bought. And I had a sample of it and I tried it on and I was like, what have I been missing? See, that's why you gotta try your samples. I was like, what have I been missing? And I found this on a deal. Now this is the 2019 version. Of course, this is a classic. It's been around since 2001. They have reformulated. Same notes, but maybe it's different. I have no idea. But it's very musky. It's the sandalwood is very light. It's not heavy. It's got the musk in it, and it's got iris. So it's like sandalwood, musk, iris, pink pepper, and cinnamon. That's it. So it's got this beautiful, it's got a little spiciness to it. So it's spicy and powdery and musky, and that sandalwood just shines in it. So that is Santal Blanc by Serge Lutens. I'm gonna try to go, let me get this top back on. Okay, so sorry y'all, had to watch all that. So that's that one. Now let's go to the next one. This one is very affordable. I'm not sure if you can actually get this again, mainly because I just found this on, I just found it, and it was like, how it's one of those things that I just happened to find and I tried it out. So I don't even know if it's still available. So let's talk about it. All right, so this is Neroli Facility by Roger and Gallett. Roger and Gallett is a French perfume house, very old, has been around forever. Not really talked about because it's just one of those classic ones that here in the States we just don't really get a lot of these, right? So this is Neroli Facility, I guess how you say it. Now, I wound up purchasing it because it was really inexpensive. It was like this with a little candle, right? I tried the other one I have, and I'm going to pull that one out and try it too, but I didn't know where it was, but this is the one that stuck. This is this one. Now, when I first got it, I didn't try it because, quite frankly, neroli can be a little sharp, a little bitter sometimes. And I don't know. I just kind of really wasn't feeling it. And then I said, let me just try it on. And I was like, oh, what have you been doing? Oh, what have you been doing with your life? So this has neroli in it, orange blossom bergamot on the top, jasmine, mandarin orange, ylang ylang, immortelle petitgrain, a little cedar, angelica, and vetiver. It is such a pretty kind of orangey, citrusy vibe. It's this really beautiful floral. It's more neroli than orange blossom, but there's just enough orange blossom and mandarin orange to cut that bitterness and that sharpness from the neroli, which can be off-putting to me. So when I was like, what have you been doing with yourself? So now I am so excited to try this now, because now I'm ready for it. I am ready for it. So that is Neroli Faceti by Raja and Gallett. So I'm just gonna rip this band-aid off real quick, because these are two that y'all can't get because they closed down. And so if you don't know who I'm talking about, of course I'm talking about Ganache Perfumes. And these two y'all can't get, but I can't wait to wear them. So I'm gonna share them because, hey, somebody might have bought them when they're available and put them on Mercari. So if they're on Mercari and you heard about them through me, you might want to just try to get them at a reasonable price, because you know people be losing their damn mind. This is I Am Love by Ganache. This is a really pretty, slightly boozy, slightly tart rose. It's got a sweetness to it, it's got a juiciness to it, but there's a slight tartness, kind of like Girl and Now Forever or Delina-ish, but not really, because it's not that tart, you know, but it's got just enough tartness, and there's a slight booziness to it, and the rose is so beautiful. OMG, I'm gonna be wearing this one. And so then the next one I have is, I grabbed the wrong one, hold on. This is a cigarette in the rain. This is got a smoky jasmine-y vibe, but it's not indolic. It's a lighter jasmine, so that's why I want to wear it a little more, especially in the springtime, because that's when it's gonna shine. It's gonna be like, ooh wee, it's gonna be shiny, it's gonna be bright, it's gonna be cute. But no, it's got a smokiness to it and this beautiful floral. So that's why Cigarette in the Rain. Can't wait to wear that one. Then we're gonna throw this one out and get it out the way. This is Alien Goddess. Yes, I really like Alien Goddess. I know it got bad press, but I really like Alien Goddess. It's got coconut water in it, it's got jasmine. It's a nice light bright alien with the jasmine and vanilla. It's really beautiful in its own right. I know people like, oh my god, it's not what we expected, and I think it's beautiful, and I think it does really stand out from the alien line. You know, it vibes as a springtime, summertime alien, and that's what it's supposed to do. So that is Alien Goddess. Sorry, I got stuff all over my desk. Y'all know how it is. Okay, so I love the Banana Republic icon line, and I've heard it's being discontinued. So if you can get it at good prices, y'all need to start looking for these things. I will probably do a full collection video because I have quite a few of them to show, so we can go through them. But anyway, this is 06 Black Platinum. This is so good. This is, I need a full bottle. This is a half ounce. I need a full bottle of this because it has pink pepper, cactus, lemon, orange blossom, jasmine, moss, leather, amber, and patchouli. So I've only worn it like once or twice, but it's like really, this is a really stunning, really gorgeous, fresh kind of vibe. It's floral. It's got the freshness. That cactus gives it quite a an interesting green note to it. And then of course it's got the leather that toughens it up and makes it, you know, a little more, you know, it gives it that little rough edge, but it's a little, you know, it's got that leathery kind of rough edge to it. Really nice on the skin. I really enjoy it. It is unisex, and it is it's like unisex. It's for right in that middle space where any gender could wear this and not feel kind of, oh, it's a little too much. Oh, it's not enough of this. It's really nice. That is Black Platinum by Banana Republic. Okay, here's another affordable one I have for you all. It's Elizabeth Art. Y'all know this is one of my favorite affordable houses. This is White Tea Ginger Lily. I love the tea. You know, y'all know I love the tea range. And I'm a green tea chick, and I really do love the white teas now. But this one, you know, it has that white tea DNA. But what they've added is ginger and white ginger lily to give it just this really kind of slightly spicy tea, but not spicy, but still a beautiful kind of floral, light enough for the springtime. So gorgeous. Y'all know I love my white teas. So this one, my Elizabeth Arden range, white, green, whatever. So this is White Tea by Elizabeth. White Tea Ginger Lily by Elizabeth Arden. Whew. I be like, well, can you speak, Louise? Can you just get it out? Oh, can you get it out? Can you get it out? And sometimes I just can't. And I be trying. This is Musk Cashmere by the Attar Collection. Now, if you don't know, I love the Attar Collection. I love the opulence of their bottles. I absolutely enjoy their fragrances, some more than others, but this one right here is calling my name. So this is Musk Cashmere, and it is truly a musk. It's got white musk in it. It's got gardenia, a little sandalwood, white pepper, and cloves. So it's got this spiciness, sort of like Santal Blanc. It has that spiciness, but it has the gardenia in it, so it's not as powdery. It's just musky and spicy with this little floral, beautiful gardenia note in it. Gardenia is my new fragrance. No, okay, just spoiler. Gardenia is my new note obsession, and I'm busy getting gardenias. Yeah, I'm busy getting gardenias. Do I have another one coming? No, but I have 2 more waiting that I'm planning on getting in the next month. Yeah, one of them maybe sooner because it's about to go out. Anyway, I'm just talking about it. But anyway, yes, gardenia. See how I got caught up in my gardenia thoughts. Oh, but yes, this is Musk Cashmere by Attar Collection. Beautiful. I've worn it. It's like one of those things that you could wear to work. You know, it's such an easy reach. Very pleasant, not too off-putting. You know, now I won't necessarily say crowd pleasing, but it's definitely not offensive. So this is just Musk Cashmere by Attar Collection. All right, and the next one is Apollonia by Serge. This is just 3 notes: white florals, orris, and musk. And that's exactly what it is. It's got this powderiness. It's very, very musky, but those white florals give it that classic. It's just a classic, fresh, clean musk. This is one of those things that you could just throw on. I could also see it being really good to layer with something, like to really like give a beautiful muskiness to like something. Like if you want to do a floral and give it a more musky vibe, this is perfect for it. Okay, you see, clock, you know, wheels are turning for a layering combo. But yeah, this is a beautiful musk. It's like floral musk. It doesn't have anything, but it's just powdery and musk and classical. So that is Apollonia by Serge. And of course, since we're on Serge, let's just keep it going with the Serge, right? So let's talk about this beauty right here that I had to have. This is Accento Overdose. Whew, this took me out. This took me out. So this has fruity notes, green notes, aldehydes on the top. It's got lily of the valley, Egyptian jasmine, Bulgarian rose, a little eucalyptus, a little pine. It has this greenness to it, but the florals are so beautiful. It's something about this that is so freaking gorgeous to me. It is very, it has a slightly, like, it can be a little bit exotic, but what it is, it's very seductive to me, very glamorous. Just a very captivating fragrance to me, because I'm telling you, I tried this and I was like, yep, I gotta have it. Yep, I gotta have it. And since I was able to get a really good price of this, I had to snatch it because it was like, oh, this has got to be mine. So this is Accento Overdose by what's that name? Serge. And I never thought I would have Serge, right? Because we know, I was like, see, that's what happened when you try some stuff and then you find some stuff that, like, damn, that sounds smell good. It did actually tell me, though, when I did my sampling, that a lot of the Serge that I had heard about, that everybody raves about, I was like, I could pass on that. I'm good. So that helped me on that, because the FOMO was gone, because I did not care no more about that. But now, anyway, let's go on to this one. This is a classic. Of course, this is not the one that everybody's talking about, because TikTok and, you know, all the new influencers have talked about it. This is the original Valentino. This is the original Valentino Donna, not the Donna Born Aroma, not the Yellow Dreams and whatever. Yellow Dreams. We just gonna leave that one alone. But this is a beautiful floral. This is something that, you know how you didn't know you needed something until you had it? I didn't know I needed this until I had it. This is a beautiful, just simple note breakdown. It's got iris, it's got bergamot, it's got Bulgarian rose, a little vanilla, leather, and patchouli. So it's a really beautiful, slightly powdery floral with, you know, a little edge from that leather. It is really beautiful, just perfect for, you know, it's got, you know, I love a little glamorous springtime fragrance. This is definitely glamorous. It's very classic vibes, not saying that it's like old, but it has a classicness to it. And when I mean that, it will stand the test of time. You could wear this for decades and you would never smell, you know, like, oh, what's she wearing? It's all like, no, this is one of those things that is definitely could be signature scent. You could wear this forever and always smell good, and no one would be like, dang, she always wear that one fragrance. No, because it's Valentino Donna, whatever, y'all know what it is. All right, let's go on. All right, next up is Osmanthus by Ormond Jane. Now, I have found from the two that I have, because it ain't like I got a lot, if this is true, Ormond Jane has a style, a classical, a DNA kind of vibe. And so this kind of vibes like the other one I have, but this has pomelo, artemisia, and pimento on the beginning. Then osmanthus, water lily, jasmine, sambac, a little vetiver, musk, cedar, French labdanum. Now, the thing with this is that the osmanthus, which is what I was getting it for, gives it an apricot-y nuance, gives it kind of like a fruity apricot-y vibe is there. You do get that subtleness of the osmanthus, because in order to really amp up the apricot-y vibe of osmanthus, you really do need to add apricot. So this has the nuances, the subtle apricot vibe to it, but still floral. And then it has that spiciness from the spices that are on top, and juiciness. So it's kind of juicy and fruity, and it's really quite beautiful. But the Ormond Janes that I have are very kind of light. So these definitely have to be worn when it's warmer outside. These are not to wear when it's cold outside. However, this is a very tasteful fragrance. It is very kind of swanky and posh. This is definitely one of those things that this would be like lunchtime, you know. This gives very much lunchtime hanging out with your girlfriends. You know, this is like Saturday lunch where you all are meeting up, and maybe Saturday lunch and shopping where you know you want to smell good, but you know you might be trying some other things, so you want to be able to breathe those in without your fragrance being so overwhelming to everyone. So this is beautiful. It doesn't project out really far. It stays kind of close to you, but it's still it still has a clear beauty to it that makes it quite interesting to wear. So that's Asamanthus by Ormond Jane. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm saying too much. Sometimes I feel like I'm not saying enough. Sometimes I feel like what I'm saying does not make no motherfucking sense at all. And I kind of feel like that was what that just happened. But we'll, you know, it is what it is, y'all. I be trying, y'all. I swear I try. This one is Infusion d'Iris. Now I'm still trying to decide, do I need more of these? Because this is like one of these collections that if you start getting them, then you be feeling like you need to get them all. So I'm trying not to get there on these. But this is a really stunning iris. It is powdery. It has the classic iris vibe that you are looking for. It has, you know, notes of, let me get you some notes. Hold on. It has African orange, flower neroli orange, and mandarin orange. Then it has iris, galbanum, and mastic. I gotta find out what that smells like. Incense, Virginia cedar, benzoin, and vetiver. So it has, you know, it has the iris. The iris is strong, gives it a powderiness, gives it a nice, crisp, beautiful iris vibe. But it's just a beautiful floral kind of, you know, it got that powdery iris vibe. It has like the woodiness from the cedar and and things. It's a really beautiful fragrance. It is a reason why this is an icon. There is a reason why people have loved this for so long. There is a reason why people buy this all the time and say this is a signature for them, because it is very attractive. It is very classic. It's sophisticated and just can be worn at all times, and no one would be like, oh, what are you wearing, child? Because you're always going to smell just beautiful, you know, just crisp, fresh, beautiful. And that is Infusion d'Iris by Prada. Yeah, Prada. I think that's my only Prada. Do I need any more? Tell me about some Pradas I might need. You know, tell me, just throwing that out there. I might need a few or something. So now this is Maison Lancome's Jasmine d'Eau. This went in and out so quick. I don't know if anybody got this. Oops, sorry, hold on. That wasn't a bottle, that was something else. Okay, let me get back to this. This, I swear, this has gone in and out. Barely anybody has it. I don't think, I think they made it, then said, nah, it ain't really selling. And because I've never seen this on the Lancome website in the States. Luckily, somebody I know bought it from overseas and then didn't like it and gave it to me, and I was able to get it at a good price. But this is Jasmine d'Eau. This is jasmine. It's jasmine tea. It's a tea based fragrance. It is a beautiful jasmine tea face. It is a beautiful jasmine tea base. It is a beautiful jasmine tea with some peach in it and a little plum blossom. It is gorgeous. I love it for the spring and summer. It is I am not going to do that because I cannot. I'm not an air sprayer. I need to spray it on something. I don't do the whole spraying it. That doesn't work for me. But anyway, this is a beautiful tea fragrance, and it's gorgeous, and the jasmine is beautiful. And it's so sad that it just really didn't get the shine it deserved, because this is super underrated. No one ever talks about it, but it is such a, like, I want to say it's like that. It's like the white tea elevated. You know what I'm saying? Because I love the Elizabeth Arden teas, but this is like if you take those and then you add a little swankiness to it, and you add a little poshness to it, and you add a little culture to it and a little more sophistication. That is Jasmine d'Eau. And I normally, don't like tea fragrances that are, you know, kind of pricey, because I feel like I got all these green teas and I got these white teas. I don't need another damn tea. But I am starting to like teas a lot. And I really do enjoy this one. It is gorgeous. And like I said, no one ever talks about it. So that's Jasmine Dove, as I went on and on and on. Now, yeah, have y'all noticed that there's quite a bit of iris up in here? I don't, like I said, iris became one of my one of my notes of last year, of this, you know, of 2021, and I go ham. I go ham on some iris, and then if I see some really good pricing, then I really go ham. And this was Houligan's Iris de Champs. That's Champs, right? Now Houligan has been around forever. This is, you know, they're classic. They're a classic fragrance house from Paris. Do classic French perfumery. You can't go wrong with these, right? Well, this has lily of the valley, pink pepper, bergamot, pear, rose, iris, ylang ylang, jasmine, musk, woody notes, sandalwood, vanilla, and amber. I was sleeping on this one because I've had it for a while. There's a whole story I've told about it, but this is so beautiful. It's a classic iris, but it's got, you know, a little fruitiness to it. It's got a sweetness to it. It's got the powderiness you need from an iris. It's got the beautiful iris note, not just the orris, not just, you know, that powderiness, but the beautiful iris, the flower itself. So it's very floral. It's got a muskiness to it. It's classical, it's sophisticated. It's just well-mannered. This is one of those well-mannered fragrances that if you are going to a ladies luncheon, like say if you're going to a sorority luncheon, say if you're going to a, you know, a ladies group like Links or any of those ladies groups, you know, those very old school ladies groups that have been around forever. This is a perfect fragrance because you're gonna be mixing with all different ages, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have, and this is perfect because it comes off very classy. It's very classy. It's very, you know, highbrow, very, I am always the right way at the right time. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a time and place for everything, and when you're at these type of functions, the time and place is to be very well mannered, and this is a well mannered fragrance. So this is Iris de Champs by Houligan's. I went on and on about that one too. When I go on and on, sometimes it's like all of a sudden things just be hitting my head, and I'll be like, "Oh yeah, yeah, let's say that, let's say that." Now this one I got, and I'll be honest with you, the jury is still out on this one, so I'm giving it another, you know, but I didn't wear it as much, and I want to see how it works more, and you just give it its time to shine, right? So this is, you got to get a spray of it. This is Jasmine and Tangerine by Atkinson's. Now Atkinson's, of course, is a English perfume house, very old school. And that's exactly what it is. All I got is two notes listed, jasmine and tangerine. So it's a juicy jasmine. And there, you know, there's so many different iterations of jasmine. I like indolic jasmines, but I also love a good, fresh, beautiful floral jasmine too. And that's what this is. This is a jasmine with tangerine. I think what I'm going to do with it is layer with some to amp it up just to see how I can make it, you know, work, because it has a lightness to it. But I just want to give it a good try to see where it stands. Is it really good? Should I be telling folks snatch these bottles because it's so damn good? But I don't know yet. So we'll find out together. Now this is, and I have the other one. Hold on. All right, next up are these. These are by Giordano Benessera, which is affiliated with Tiziano Terenzi. I don't know if he owns the house, but he's definitely the perfumer. And this is Amber. That's the only name on this one. And I talked about this just recently. And the reason why I want it, because this is a lighter amber. So if you like amber, but it's too much for the spring and summer, because it's just, most of your ambers are super heavy and rich and deep and dark, this is perfect. It gives you that amber vibe because it has ylang ylang, jasmine, bergamot, amber, crystal amber, labdanum, jasmine, apoponyx, heliotrope, and amberwood. It is a beautiful amber, but it is really light. Like when I had it on, I got it toward like fall, and it was still not too cold. So when I was wearing it, I was like, oh my God, this is such a beautiful light fragrance. So it wasn't light like it didn't last, but it had this light airiness to it, even though it was an amber. So it had the sweetness and the beauty of an amber, but it had this light airiness that is going to be, that's perfect for spring. So if you want to have that kind of sexy date night, it's like, this is like perfect. Ooh, yes, never mind. For, you know, like a lunch date. It's a beautiful, sexy lunch date because it's got a lightness and airiness to it that feels kind of fun, you know, not too serious. Ooh, but still got a little sexy twang to it. Hey, sexy twang. Hey. Don't do that again, Louise. Don't do that again. Now, my other one from this house, and there's a few more that I want, is tuberose, just straight tuberose. Now, y'all know if I see a name tuberose, it's just a tuberose, I have to get it. I have to get it, right? So this has apricot, sweet orange, water jasmine, tuberose, jasmine, ylang ylang, musk, guaiac, and cedar. And just like amber from this line, this is a just sings for spring, and you know, for cool weather, for spring and into summer, because it has that the juicy fruitiness from like the apricot, which I love apricot in a note, but the white florals, the florals are just kind of watery, fresh, gorgeous, beautiful, and they last on, and it gives you this kind of, real talk, kind of angelic vibe. So it's like an angelic tuberose. And even though tuberose is dark and sexy and all those things, sometimes I like my heavy white florals to give me a little angelic vibe, because jasmine and tuberose can be so heavy and rich, but sometimes I just love having these types too, because they have a certain glamour about them that is, you know, that is just their own special vibe, and it's magical and beautiful for the spring into summer. So this is Tuberose by Giordano Benacera. Okay, so now here's another one that I forgot about. It was sitting in the back of this I totally forgot about it. And I just didn't give it no attention. And I can honestly say I don't know why I did not give it any attention, because it deserves all types of attention. And it is kind of classic. From this line, most people talk about Ambra de Alexandra, which I want. But this is Tuberose de Madras. This has orange blossom. Y'all do know how much I love a good white floral. It's got orange blossom, passion fruit, violet leaf, tuberose, frangipani, ylang ylang. Yeah, what? Okay. More tuberose, vanilla, and sandalwood. What am I playing with? I'm about to pull this out with it this week. This is so gorgeous. It has a it's a little bit, you know, fruity, but it's pretty much a beautiful white yellow floral. The ylang ylang is very prominent. That tuberose is gorgeous, and then it's got that vanilla and sandalwood to balance it out. What? This is very, I don't want to say flirt. It's not, it can be. It's slightly flirtatious, right? Kind of, I would say kind of fascinating, because it doesn't read like what you expect it to, you know? It's not just like that creamy tuberose. It's not necessarily bubblegummy. There's sweetness, there's a fruity nuance, there's a little, you know, vanilla going on. Oh, this is good. I'm just, Tuberose de Madras. I'm taking this out to wear this week. Let me just spray just a little bit. Yeah, I'm wearing her this week. This is going to be my scent of the day. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me. Oh, yeah. And I got a stopped up nose. My nasal passages have been bothering me. And they go in and out, y'all. I don't know if this is COVID or, you know, residual COVID shit, or I just got a cold. But my you know, sense of smell has been going in and out. Some days it's better than others. Some days it's crisp and I can smell everything. I can smell it from across the damn street. But then other days it's like, I got to get all up on it and be like, okay, yeah, I can smell. So anyway, let's keep going. Okay, so I'm trying not to be here all day because I'm looking at the time, but I've been talking. So let me give you these two real quick. The reason why I'm doing these together, let me pull back. The reason why I'm doing these together is because they're both very orangey based, like juicy orange. So these are two juicy oranges that I need to really give a good try. And this is Paris Monte Carlo's Arancia di Sicilia. And then you have Tom Ford's Venetian Bergamot. They kind of vibe similar because they definitely have this kind of orange juicy kind of vibe. So I'm just going to say that they got this orange juicy kind of vibe. Cannot wait to try them. There we have it. Then we're going to hit these real quick because I can go speed through these because there's a couple more that I just really want to talk about. So I'm giving y'all some speed ones right now. These are from Dream House of Curio. This is On Erosion. Ooh, this is like an iris. This is a tea base. This is so beautiful. I will always say Vincent makes really stunning, very interesting, very unique fragrances. So this is a tea base. It has iris. It's got musk in it. It's beautiful. And then this is Dream Walking, which is one of his new ones. This is his brightest rose. He has a tendency to a pretty deep, rich fragrances, kind of gothic in their nature, but this one is a little brighter, definitely better, you know, definitely feminine, but it's a really beautiful rose that stands out from just being like your standard fresh rose. It's got a fresh rose by Vincent standards, so it's kind of fresh to, you know, but it's still edgy. It's still a little different, unique, but it has a more fresh rose vibe to it. So that is Dream Walking. And then we have this one right here. I'm gonna give a quick one too. This is Quelques Fleurs Royale. Now this is by Hubagans. I should have done this when I did the other Hubagan. I wasn't thinking. I was not thinking. But anyway, this is Quelques Fleurs Royale, and this is a beautiful floral. But what it has a juiciness. It has a little grapefruit and Sicilian bergamot. So it's got that citrusy vibe in the beginning, but then it has honey in it. So it's got white mimosa honey, tuberose rose, and Egyptian jasmine, and then orris root musk. So it's a classic, it's a very classic French kind of floral, but it's got that cute little citrus vibe and that sweetness of the honey, and I love honey, so this fits in with what I love. And this is a stunning floral for the springtime. So that is that. Then I have this one right here. Why am I getting all sing-songy with y'all? What am I doing over here? What am I doing? And so then this one is by Moresque, which is another French house. And this is Alma Pure. Now, the thing with this one is that I love, and which really made it like, oh yes, I cannot wait to wear it in the springtime, is that it has a champagne note in it. Which gives it this really pretty fizziness to it. So it has cassis and blackberry on the top. So it's got this fruitiness to it, juicy kind of fruity vibe with rose and lime blossom, musk, birch, amber. And it really has this like really beautiful, like fizzy champagne-y vibe, which I adore. So this is Alma Pure. Then we have, where was I going with this? I don't even have to say a whole lot about this. This is classic. People know about this one. I have been kind of like, I've been vibing for it, just wanting it really badly. And so I finally got it. And this is Tuberose Gardenia by Estee Lauder. And this is from the private collection. And this is just a stunning, beautiful floral. I mean, I know it's not for everybody, but it is neroli, lilac with a little rosewood, gardenia, tuberose, orange blossom, lily, jasmine. You see all those beautiful white florals, bourbon vanilla, and carnation. I just got it. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to wear this. This is so classic. This is just screams. I am classic, baby. Don't. Oh, this is good. This is good. That is good. That is good stuff. Now, hold on. Let me get you my last two, and I think we done. Okay, so I don't know how I even wound up buying this. I do know. I was on Bergdorf Goodman, and they have a sale. I don't know why, but I don't even know why I bought this. I don't know. I saw the name. I started reading the notes. Y'all know how it is. And this was like one of those things, Louise, what are you doing? Because this is an expensive bottle. Got it on sale, though. But still, it was an expensive bottle. What was I thinking? But anyway, let's talk about it. This is Eric Butterbog's Fabulous Magnolia. This has lemon essence, lotus, laurel essence, magnolia essence, tuberose, ylang ylang, patchouli, sandalwood, and ambrox. Now, just like I said, I just got it. I have not really worn it yet. But the little bit that I finally put on myself, I was like, oh yeah, this is beautiful. And this just screams spring. I mean, those notes scream springtime. But this is just, I will be coming back to you all with my full thoughts on this. But just know I am so excited to wear this one. And now this one finally I have is this one. And let me get you all the notes for this one. Give me a second. Okay, so got this, and I just gotta tell y'all about it. Okay, and I think I have one more that I almost forgot, so let me just grab that one too in a second. So this is not the last one. This is the never-ending fucking spring. Whatever. This is Maison de Darius's Nag Newell. Now, I read the notes. It has amber, it has anise, it has caramel. The anise I was worried about because me and anise, oh, if it's too much, it could just be, oh, it could go very licoricey, not my style. Geranium, jasmine, musk, orange blossom, patchouli, rose, vanilla, violet. Even though it says amber and caramel and everything, and the anise, this is a beautiful floral. The thing with this is that the florals really ring out, but that amber and the caramel give it a richness, and that anise is just enough to give it a little spiciness, but not too much. So the anise is not too much that it just will mess it up, and the patchouli is just perfect. This is a very well blended, very beautiful, very sophisticated, very posh floral. If you are looking for something that will have you, that is just a little bit different, still has a little seductiveness, still a little provocative, but is a little different than what everybody else is wearing. This is it. Maison de Darius's Nag Newell. I really love it. I know it's limited edition. I am going back and forth in my head and trying to decide, do I need another bottle of Nag Newell? Okay, now even though this reads, the notes reads kind of like what you wouldn't expect, but on me, I'm loving it for the spring. And this is, thank you, Mark. This is by Loewe. This is Attar de Serre in Los Jardins del Buen Retiro. Attar de Serre, let's just go there. Oh my goodness. Y'all, this is so good. This has rose and bergamot, oud, sandalwood, patchouli, amber, cumin, tonka bean. Now, even though this sounds so rich and so deep, it still has a slight lightness, and the rose really sings on my skin. So this is going to be now. I don't necessarily say I will wear this into summertime, but spring, oh yes, yes. This is a sexy, gorgeous sandalwood that is stands out and leaves a trail, because as I told the story, my boss, at the end of the day, it was like 3 o'clock. We was, letting the kids out from school. I went back to my room because I'm down this hallway, and she followed me and was like, "What are you wearing? What is that? Did you all smell it? It smells beautiful." And it was this. So, and I had that on all day. Now I'm an oversprayer, but it had lasted all day because I spray on about 7 o'clock. So now it's 3 o'clock. So we talking, it did a whole shift. So there we go. That is Attar Dessert, whatever by Loewe. And I almost ended this without talking about this. I don't know how that was about to happen, but it ain't gonna happen now. Not on this watch. Not now. And this is just gone up, y'all. I'm gonna have to count out how many I done now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is Love Mimosa by Amouage. This is my latest Amouage, and I had been wanting it, and I had been like bullshitting and not getting it, and now I'm like, what was you waiting on? But I was waiting for it to be spring. That's what it was, obviously. This has what's called cascalone, so it's got a wateriness to it. It has an aquatic vibe to it. Violet leaf orris. It's got a powderiness to it. It's got that mimosa, pear de son, whatever that is. Heliotrope, ambroxan, and ylang ylang. Baby, this is so good. This is so good. It's very light, bright. It has a, it is Amouage. So this is a classy bitch. This is did I say that wrong? This is a classy hoe. And you know how I mean it. Classy, not trashy. H-E-A-U-X. This is a classy hoe. Very posh. Very, very country club. This is springtime in the Hamptons. This is springtime in the Hamptons. You know what I'm saying? This is when they're having their springtime festivals. This is when you go into like a little posh neighborhood, like for me, the Gold Coast area, the upper, North Shore. This would be me going to the North Shore to like a flea market or a farmer's market, and I'm gonna glide through this bitch and turn heads everywhere I go. And that's what I'm wearing, because I'm letting you hoes know I might be coming from the south side. I might live in the hood, but I'm just as classy as you hoes are, wearing my Love Mimosa. That description just took me out. And let me tell y'all, that just popped in my head right then. There was no plan for that. I know people be planning what they gonna say. There's no plan to come. There's absolutely no plan of how I'm gonna describe these until I say them. So anyway, I finally got through them all. We're gonna put them over here for a picture, and I'm gonna keep them out here, to make sure that I give them some love as we go through and as it gets warmer. But I'm gonna wear this tuberose Madras now and smell motherfucking good, y'all. But anyway, thank you all for watching. This thing went way longer than I thought it was, but I do have some beautiful fragrances, and I do like to share them. And and when I do these type of things, I just want to show them all, and then I'll talk about them in different ways and really deep dive into them. But I just really like just pulling out and going, oh my God. And I don't try to limit myself to say, let's take the top 10 best ones you got your new spring. No, I want to show them all to you. So these are all the ones that are new to my collection that I didn't get to wear in the spring, and give them their good wearing. And now I get to do it, and I'm excited. So thank you for watching. I know this is a premiere. This is a long motherfucking premiere. And if you're still here, thank you so much. If you get this, if you get this far, if you really get this far watching this by yourself, I gotta say thank you. I would do chapters on this, but shit, I didn't do it in a correct manner to really do chapters. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try though. I'm gonna see what I can do. All right, y'all. Y'all be bold, be brave, be fearless, be free. I'm still rambling on, and this video is going on and on. Talk to you later.